What is the deal with YouTube? Lately, YouTube has not been YouTube. Um, I guess it's been a while back, but recently some other people took control of YouTube. And when that happened, the day that happened, that's the day that YouTube ceased to exist. There used to be a time where we can even do one beautiful little YouTube uh, video for 10 minutes. We can't even go for 10 minutes now, and it's just been a whole lot of degrading so-called um, changes with YouTube that have not really been helping the cause, not only for the users themselves, but that drags the business itself down. Okay, so like recently I seen a fellow YouTuber by the name of Gore, Ali Larsen. Um, I seen on his YouTube channel that this was the last YouTube video that he was going to do because YouTube kept uh, cutting off his everything that has everything to do with his support system. They kept cutting off his list of subscribers or supporters. You can't even use the word subscriber because obviously that's supposed to be spam now. I know it's ridiculous, right? So basically, I mean, if YouTube is going to try to do any of these so-called crazy and, pardon me for saying it, but I have to say it, psychotic, ridiculous rules and to chase away you know, one YouTuber just as they have many other YouTubers, I mean, that makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, that really makes you wonder. What is the deal about YouTube? I miss the old YouTube where we were really free to do everything that we wanted to do. We were free to speak the way that we really wanted to freely speak. We were really free to be ourselves. It was okay to be who we are. And YouTube, the original YouTube, had no problem with this. And they had no objection to this. Recently, these so called people who like to call themselves YouTube, I don't know what's going on with you guys in this company, but honestly, we really need to get the original people who used to own YouTube. We really need to get these people back. I miss the old YouTube, where we can really speak freely and we didn't have to be afraid to be who we are, and we didn't have to be, our words, you didn't have to limit our words. We didn't have to limit our words all the way down to 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes each. This is just ridiculous. I'm going to say this. The more so-called ridiculous rules that these new so-called people that like to call themselves YouTube, the company of YouTube, the more they try to come up with ridiculous and psychotic crazy rules, the more they're going to use, or excuse me, the more they're going to lose many more YouTubers. They're going to lose a whole lot of YouTubers, and soon enough, there won't be any YouTubers left. So really, honestly, what's going on with YouTube? What are you guys' thoughts on this? Because personally, I miss the original YouTubers. I miss the old YouTube, and I want to get the old YouTube back.